Hey everybody, it's Alexander Dahl with Manifest Brutality once again. So I have another interview ready to go. So we'll go ahead and jump into that one. Still a few left to go for this wave. So we'll just keep nailing them out. All right, here you go. All right, so I'm currently on the phone with Juke Box, another musician that has reached out to me about the current interview series. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the chance to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Juke Box. My pronouns are she and they. And yeah, I'm a drummer, I'm a producer, beat maker, A&R, event and festival organizer, promoter, record label scout, stage runner, songwriter, but mostly co-songwriter. What else? I'm the head of Black Music Movement in Brussels, Belgium, and Vienna, Austria. And I collaborate with Universal, the Roundhouse in London, and Diversity the Stage, the Showmakers, and yeah, that would be it.
Awesome, very cool. So I always like to start at the beginning. What was it about music that, first drew you to it and made you realize that you wanted to participate in the music industry?
I would say my first instrument was drums.
Hmm.
And then I learned violin and piano, but I stuck with drums just as an outlet. I had some problems, family problems in my life, and that was really where I was drawn to the drums mostly. And then when I was 14, into music production, so I kept the drums a bit on the side and really focused on music production and got really good into producing and into beat making, into Logic specifically. And yeah, that's the time. That was the time as well when I moved to London.
Hmm.
That was probably like 2017, and I found the Roundhouse. That's a big venue where the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and many more incredible, talented artists performed at. And it's a non-profit organization, and it helps um, youth people mostly, and they have studios where you can make music and collaborate with them, and they have an event, so like a venue where you can perform as well, and yeah, they just take you under the wings, so that's a really good one. And that's how I started really in the music industry. I just got connections there. I went around, I talked with everyone, and I was just myself really. Yeah.
Awesome. So you mentioned that you started out playing drums. So let's focus on that for a second. When you did, start learning drums, got comfortable with the instrument, what did you want to accomplish as a drummer? Did you want to get a band together? Like, what was your ideal process?
I had some I had many different visions of it in a way. So first of all, I'm number blind, so I can't read notes at all. I don't. It doesn't matter how many times you try to learn me notes, I can't read them. So I have as well dyslexia. So
Hmm.
I'm just going with the rhythm really, and that's how I learned drums. My brother played drums. He learned all the instruments himself. So he's like the music note genius, let's say it that way.
Hmm.
And I just came along, and I was really stuck with the drums, and I was playing with the rhythm, so I can really hold the song in a way, if that even makes sense.
Hmm.
And yeah, with the drums, and that's the first thing. And then the other thing is I really want to accompany everyone. Really, that's my goal. So just first, so the first genre that I learned with the drums was jazz, neon soul. Because I was in a music school, and I was also singing background. And the genres that I mostly performed with was jazz and R&B and neon soul.
Hmm.
And so I stuck with the drums, and then I said, I want to learn more, because I wanted to be a studio drummer and as well a performer drummer, so like live performing.
Hmm.
And then I just got into like reggae, I got into hip hop, and I got into like all types of different like funk, soul, all types of different music genres. And yeah, I mean that as well. I got into beat making, and so that's how it turned out. So I'm really open minded, as I can say, with the drums and what genre it would be.
Sure, definitely. So once you had that experience and kind of found yourself at the Roundhouse, I believe you said. How did you start networking with the other musicians and industry people? Did you start selling beats? Did you start doing session work? Like, how did you take those first steps?
I would say I really went every day. I went every day or every second day to the Roundhouse. I went from the start when it opened up till the evening till it closed, and I just talked to everyone. Like at the people at the desk were the people selling the tickets. I talked to the students. I talked to the teachers. Like it was DJ courses. It was just I talked with everyone there was, even though I annoyed them and bothered them. I didn't care. I was like talking with them. I was like, if I heard something, I was like, what? Where are you going? And then yeah, I went into political theater. That
Hmm.
was a bit tricky. I met a lot of feminist women.
Hmm.
A room full of feminist women. It was an experience. Um, but it was a lesson, you know. It was just like
Hmm.
something in life. And then after that, I knew, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm going into On Track, and that was a program where that's how I got into Universal. That's how I got into Sony and other things. And
Hmm.
I I was in a group full of like probably like 20 people, and I really saw the potential that I am a team player,
Hmm.
because before that I didn't saw myself as I am always a team player, and I let people in front, and I tried out to be in the spotlight as an artist myself,
Hmm.
or better said a musician, but it didn't work out really. I just saw that I love the drums. I'm gonna play the drums. If somebody from my artist or the artist that I know need a drummer, I'm there,
Hmm.
100%. But I'm not really the seeker of the spotlight, as some of the musicians or artists in the world. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna be behind the scenes, and that's how I did it. I collaborated. So I went to the CEO of the Roundhouse,
Hmm.
better say the CEO of the event organization that does all the events there. And I said, I have an idea. Spotlight sessions, open mic, it's for free. And everyone from like 16 till 30 can come and perform there. Like perform 3 songs. They have 25 minutes,
Hmm.
um and just yeah, we have all the instruments that they need. We have like engineers, all the type of things, so everything is good. There's food, there's drinking, there are people connecting, you know.
Hmm.
And so that was a good thing, and then people noticed me. I'm doing that more and more. And then I did events at the Assemble. I did even I worked after that. After the spotlight sessions and the Assemble pop in London, Sofa Sounds got noticed of me, and so I collaborated with Sofa Sounds as well. I had two of my former artists that I managed there performing, and that was really good. And then yeah, London was something for me, but I always knew that I wanted more. I wanted to have a space for myself as well
Hmm.
as a drummer. Um, yeah, that's really yeah.
Excellent. So, it sounds like you've made some really good steps getting into the industry and really kind of, proliferating yourself in the scene. What would be like, your goals? Where would you want to see yourself in 5, 10 years?
Okay, so one of my goals, I already started with it. I have an independent management called Juke Box Management, where I independently signed and managed two artists. One of them is called Jumi, the other one is called RPEMS.
Hmm.
And yeah, just an open-minded space, really, with diversity and multicultural, and just having not that stigma of not in a bad way of like record labels, you know,
Hmm.
like that, having that deadline that is like ass in the back, you know, just
Hmm.
having that pressure. Not only let's talk about females that get pregnant and have that deadline. Like you need to be fit, like you need to get back on the road again,
Hmm.
and you're pregnant and you want your child with you, like. And you are a stay-home mom then, or a stay-home dad, and it's just a situation, you know. You have the deadline. You need to finish this album. You need to finish this EP or this song, and it's just a bit stressful of that then, you know.
Hmm.
And so that type of those types of things I would definitely change, and just the environment that everyone, like myself, people told me that I'm not able to play drums. Because of that, I stopped for 2 months playing drums because
Sad.
I was very insecure. And people told me, like, because I can't read notes, and they told me, "Oh, how can you play drums? That's not even possible. You need to read the notes." And it was just stressful for me. I thought I was dumb. Yeah, it was just very toxic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And a mentor of mine, Spider J, he told me, don't fit for a role. The role needs to fit for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in a way that I was like, even when I sent CVs, like I still sometimes, if I send CVs or something like that, a resume, um, I always applied for the things that I knew I didn't get, but I wanted them so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and it got the pressure on me. And then this saying, what Spider told me, really relieved me in a way that I should send resumes for the things that I know I will get because I have the tools for it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say about that.
Awesome. So, in the time that you've been working in music, what are some like really memorable, impactful moments that you've encountered, whether it be playing a show or recording or working at the Roundhouse?
Okay, so memory. Oh my God, that's a hard question. Okay, so I would definitely say Nanny Sherry. I worked with her, but in a way that she was performing there, and I was one of the um one of the open acts. So Green
Mm-hmm.
Tea Peng was performing there as one of the opening acts, and I played the drums, and as well I was one of the stage runners. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like a good combo. And that would be the first. And Glastonbury, a friend of mine, Eloy, and as well a former artist. She performed at the little stages, and I was there, and I helped produce one of the songs, and so I was very honored, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? I have so many memory moments. Um, I mean, what else? What else? Just I would say in 2016 when I did On Track at the Roundhouse,
Mm-hmm.
I really experimented like a mind changing experience that I was became a team player.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before. And when the ending came, we it was like a 6 week experience, okay? And we wrote songs like in those 6 weeks, and we from scratch. And then at the end of the week, we performed them like of probably like 300 people. We performed the songs, and
Cool.
I produced like half of the songs, and it was just like amazing to see that the people that aren't your friends and aren't your family, how they responded to it. And it was just really great. It was just really cool. And I was the only female drummer there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yes, that was like amazing to see because I thought nobody's gonna recognize me or remember me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end, everyone was like, yo, I know you from the drums, you know? I was like, yes.
Well, that's
And it was
cool. That
amazing.
sounds like a cool opportunity.
It was a great opportunity because the Guardian was there, the magazine The Guardian was there, and we got written in like um one of the best groups of On Track. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Guap magazine, and then as well I would say the Black Music Movement, the organization that I have, just having a music collective is that has all the criteria in it that I
Mm-hmm.
said, like LGBT, open mindedness, music, yeah, just being yourself, really. I have probably more, but I'm so sorry. That's like,
That's okay. That's
yeah,
okay. So,
yeah.
what are some links where people can take a listen to the stuff that you've either produced or drummed on?
So, SoundCloud is some of the songs. Then for the drums, I'm really bad with that with the drums. Um, I don't really record myself. I have one video at the bottom of
Mm-hmm.
my Instagram where I play drums. And then mostly the people, as bad as it sounds, mostly the people that really know me and see me in person, like they see me perform,
Hmm.
and that's how like it's word to mouth in that way for the drums. And then for producing, yeah, I produce for a lot of people and then co-writing as well. So just on my Instagram for co-writing, for co-songwriting, and producing and beat making, it's mostly and managing as well on my
Hmm.
Instagram and Twitter. um, should I say my Instagram now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so my Instagram is I forgot what's the sign? What's the name of the sign again?
The at
The,
symbol.
yeah, the at jukebox underscore management MGMT.
Awesome. All right. So I always like to give the person that I'm interviewing the opportunity to put out their last word. So like a message that you kind of feel resonates with you.
Okay, I have, as I said before, as I said before, with the, I think I said already a saying, don't, I forgot, don't, what was, I forgot what I said. Oh my god! But the other thing is, be yourself. I know that's like a cheesy way to say, and probably a lot of people will tell you that, or you heard it already. But be yourself, and from my own experience, because I can only talk for myself. Um, yeah, just be yourself. There are so many people around the world, and there's only you. There's only one you, and you will you will try to think like, oh my god, this person's like myself. No, nobody's like you. Nobody. And that's the beautiful thing, because even though you like think you're weird or this and that, like people are jealous and they say things, or they're just sometimes crazy in their head or whatever it is. But just be yourself and just do the things that you love, because life is short, as depressive as it sounds, but life is short, and just do the things that you love and are passionate about it, because it's so beautiful to see that when people are passionate about what they can do with it. And the other thing is, yeah, just network. Just go on like LinkedIn, go on Instagram, Twitter, but don't go too much on it, because it gets really crazy. And as well, yeah, connect, reach out, and don't be shy to ask questions, really, and just be yourself.